In this session, we are going to see push down automata. The automata that we have discussed so far have only limited capabilities. Finite automata have strictly finite memories. Push down automata has unlimited memories. The context free language cannot be recognized by the finite automata since it has only limited memories, whereas context free language can be recognized by the push down automata because it requires storing an unbounded amount of information. First, we will see the learning objective of push down automata. It makes the student to design syntax analyzer, which is called as parser. The parser is to verify the syntax of the text. Since parser is a part of a compilation process, the knowledge of the pushdown automata makes the student to design a compiler. In pushdown automata, it has a finite automata with a stack, that is a data structure which is used to store an arbitrary number of symbols but which can only accessed in lost in first out fashion. First, we will see the definition of pushdown automata. Here we have the architecture of pushdown automata. It consists of three components. One is input tape, another one is finite control, and third one is stack structure. Input tape consists of a linear configuration of cells, each of which contains a character from the input alphabet. This tape can be moved one cell at a time to the left. The stack is also called a sequential structure that has a first element and grows in either direction from the other end. The control unit has some pointer that is called as head, which points the current symbol which is to be read. The head positioned over the current stack element can read and write special stack characters from that position. The current stack element is always the top element of the stack, hence it is called as stack. The control unit contains both the tape head and stack head. Tape head points to the input tape and stack head points to the stack. Next, we will see the formal definition of pushdown automata. Pushdown automata consists of 7 tuples, whereas in finite automata we have only 5 tuples. Here we have A is equal to Q summation del to Q naught, Z naught and F. Apart from finite automata we have to, which is for stack symbol, and Z naught, which is the input stack symbol. That is, Q is equal to finite set of states. Summation is a finite set of input alphabet. To is a finite set of stack alphabet. Q naught is the start state. F is the final state. Del is a transition function from Q into summation union empty into to tends to Q into to star. Where Z naught is the initial stack symbol. Here, pushdown automata has two alphabets. One is input alphabet, which is represented by summation, which has input string. Another one is a stack alphabet, which is represented by to, which is for storing on the stack. In pushdown automata, the elements can be inserted, that is added to the stack, or it can be deleted from the stack. Next, we will see the graphical representation of the pushdown automata. Here we have considered the pushdown automata, that is M equal to Q summation del to Q naught, Z naught, F, where Q is equal to P and Q. That is, P and Q are the set of states. Summation is equal to A, B, C. That is, A, B, C are used as the input alphabet. To is equal to A comma B, where that is A comma B are the stack symbol. Q naught, that is equal to Q. Here Q is considered as the initial state. P is considered as the final state. Here we have transition function, that is del of q comma a comma empty is equal to q comma a. Del of q comma b comma empty is equal to q comma b. Here in del of q, next one is del of q comma c comma empty is equal to p comma empty. Here in first two transition, from the state q, it moves to the state q using a comma empty to a, b comma empty to b. In third transition, from the state q, it moves to the state p using the transition c comma empty tends to empty. Next, del of p comma a is equal to p comma empty. That is, from the state p it goes to p using a comma a tends to empty. Next, del of p comma b equal to p comma empty. That is, from the state p it goes to the state p using b comma b tends to empty. This is the transition diagram for this transition function. So here q is the initial state we have started, p is the final state it finally reaches. Next we will see the example for push down automata. First we'll see, here we are designing a push down automata which accepts equal number of a's and b's. To design such push down automata, it reads the first symbol either A or B onto the stack. Then it reads the next symbol. If the next symbol on top of the stack are same, push it onto the stack. Whenever top of the stack and tape symbol are different, pop up the stack. If the next symbol on top of the stack are same, we have to push it to the stack. If top of the stack and tape symbol are different, we have to pop off from the stack. When the entire tape is red, if stack becomes empty, then it is said to be successful. Here we have initial configuration, that is, here we have considered A, B, B, A is the input symbol, input string which is to be presented in the input tape, and stack initially have Z0. This is the initial configuration of the push down automata. Next step, the pointer, the first symbol in the input tape has to be pushed onto the stack. That is the first condition. So A is pushed onto the stack. So finite control changes the pointer of in the input tape to B. That is the next input symbol. In next step, it checks whether the symbol on the tape and the stack symbol, topmost of the stack symbol are same or different. If it is different, we have to pop up the topmost symbol on the stack. That is, A has to be popped. Now the pointer, finite control changes the pointer to the next input symbol B, and in the stack it goes to the initial state. In next step, it checks whether there is any symbol is there in stack. Here we don't have any symbol, so it moves the B to the stack, that is, B is pushed onto the stack. After pushing it, it changes the pointers to the next input symbol, that is A. Now it checks whether A and the topmost symbol on the stack are same or different. If it is different, we have to pop up the stack symbol. So here it is different, so it pops the B. Now the pointer of the finite control changes the pointer of the input tape to the B, and here in stack also it goes to the initial state. Here it reads the entire tape. Now the stack becomes empty. So we call the given input string is accepted and it is successful. We can design push down automata for this one. That is, here we have designed it. That is, del of q naught comma a comma z naught is equal to q naught comma a z naught. Del of q naught comma b comma z naught is equal to q naught comma b z naught. Del of q naught comma a is equal to q naught comma a. Del of q naught comma b is equal to q naught comma bb. Del of q naught comma ab equal to q naught comma empty. Del of q naught comma b a is equal to q naught comma empty. All these states moves to the same state itself. Finally, del of q naught comma empty comma z naught is equal to qf comma z naught, where qf is the final state. So the push down automata for this has been shown here. Next we will see the types of push down automata. There are two types of push down automata. One is deterministic push down automata and another one is non-deterministic push down automata. Deterministic push down automata, which is called as DPDA, it has at most one choice of move in any state. That is, it may have at most any one choice of move in any state. Next one is non-deterministic push down automata. In non-deterministic push down automata, the PDA has more than one choice of moves in any state. It has more than one choice, whereas deterministic push down automata, which has only one choice. Non-deterministic push down automata, which is called as NPDA. So far in this session we have seen push down automata. Push down automata is used to recognize the context free language because it has auxiliary memory. Stack allows push down automata to recognize some non-regular languages. In this push down automata, there are two ways to check the language accepted by PDA. One is acceptance by empty stack and another one is acceptance by reaching the final state. In finite automata, we will check the acceptance only by reaching the final state. Here there are two ways we can check it. Thank you.